The year 2000 was an exciting time, the beginning of the new millennium. People celebrated that Y2K didn't mean disaster for the entire world. Children grinded to beat their high score in Brick Breaker on their mom's BlackBerry phones, and popular talk show host Oprah Winfrey had her own magazine. Oh, the Oprah magazine reached 2.5 million subscribers. I wish I could reach 2.5 million subscribers. But on top of all these glamorous achievements, the best thing by far to come out of 2000 was the PlayStation 2. Hi, my name's Fyre, and today I'm going to tell you about how a simple looking yet revolutionary game console took the world by storm, what I think made the console so successful, and my amazing memories of it. Now, for those of you living under a rock, let me tell you a little bit of background information regarding this wondrous piece of technology. The PlayStation 2, officially branded as PS2, is a home video game console developed and marketed by Sony Computer Entertainment. This game console appeared worldwide during a time when competition in the market was fierce. Consoles like the Xbox Original and the Sega Dreamcast were popular at the time. But the PS2's true rival appeared a year later when Nintendo released the GameCube, with conquering game titles such as Super Smash Bros. Melee, Mario Kart Double Dash, and Cars. No, not those kinds of cars. Yeah, those cars. Yeah. Despite the opposition, Sony's PlayStation propelled its way to the top of all game consoles, with popular releases of its own. Some of these include GTA 3, Spider-Man, which gave us this iconic gaming moment, Lego Star Wars, The Simpsons Hit and Run, and my personal favorite, The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius Attack of the Twonkies. But that could be a video all to itself. Yeah, okay, I get it. Make fun of me for liking chocolate ice cream swirl head, but come on. How could you not envy a man of such prestige and intellect? I mean, he got a crossover with Timmy Turner, for crying out loud. Just look at the reviews. Oh, actually, I think he wrote this one in Braille. Was this review helpful to you? No, but maybe it could have helped Helen Keller or Stephen Wonder. But now you might be wondering, Fyre, what was so special about the PlayStation 2? And to that I ask, what wasn't special about it? It introduced a new design for controllers that was smaller, simpler, and sleek. I had a translucent blue controller that looked amazing and felt comfortable in my hand, until I smashed it over a game of Madden. The console also introduced a built-in DVD slot, which seems like a trivial addition nowadays, but then was revolutionary since the Xbox allowed for DVD usage only through an attachment that was sold separately, and the GameCube didn't offer it at all. This doesn't mean that the PlayStation accomplished this goal all too well, but once the kinks and glitches were fixed, it was back to the grind. And the PlayStation 2 was the first game console which offered a slim model, which caused other companies to think, that thin, slick-looking piece of hardware would look better than our literal box of a game console. I speculate that the PS2 was the inspiration for all other gaming companies producing consoles at the time to develop the slim look for the Xbox and Wii we know today. The PlayStation 2 also offered one of the greatest arrangements of games and exclusives of any game console. You had Metal Gear Solid 3, Shadow of the Colossus, GTA San Andreas, Ratchet and Clank, Silent Hill 2, and of course, The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius Attack of the Twonkies. The PlayStation 2 was really the first game console I owned, unless you want to count a black Nintendo DS I found in a field during a 4th of July concert. The period which I played on my PS2 the most was during a time when life was simpler. I had no real obligations, school was a joke, and I was able to earn good grades without studying. My only real responsibility was being on my best behavior, but whether I did well in that regard is really up for debate. Every day I'd come home from school and sit down in front of my TV, boot up my PlayStation 2 and sit there patiently waiting for the colorful array of lights to fly by my screen, and then I'd try to beat the arcade games in Attack of Twonkies.
Ready for action.
Alright, so the point of this game mode, it's pretty simple. We're just going to want to shoot those little flu thingies. We could basically just spin in circles. We can't really move around too much because that's pretty risky. We could just spin and shoot. And oh my god, I already lost a life. But that's alright because we have 2 lives until we lose the game. So it's really not that big of a deal.
Okay, alright,
one more life. One more life. Okay, alright. No, that's alright. That's alright, you know? We get to try it again. We get to try it again. So,
What? That is so unfair.
Shut the fuck up!
I didn't have such a wide selection of games to choose from, but they were spread out across a medley of genres, which allowed me to develop my creativity and resourcefulness. Off the top of my head, I owned FIFA 04, MLB The Show 07, Sock'em Navy Seals, Jimmy Neutron, Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights, Sonic Riders, and Madden. I tried speedrunning games, creating challenges for myself, and learning glitches in the games and maps. I never was too good with a controller, but that didn't matter to me because I knew I was having fun. There was something about using video games to help my personality flourish, which I adored. And without consoles like the PlayStation 2, I would not have become the person I am today. By this console pushing the boundaries of gaming at the time, it motivated its competitors to create such iconic and groundbreaking pieces of technological genius, such as the Wii and Xbox 2. Really, this entire video was me just trying to say, thank you, Sony, for your dedication and hard work, and I hope that the success of the PlayStation franchise continues.